Yeah, so I renamed. I'm sure you saw, but I renamed everything today. By everything
I did not see.
Okay, so it's called the Pocky Flocky Show currently, and then Shark Tank Dildo was renamed to Holiday Shark Tank temporarily, and I don't know if I wanna. I still don't know if I wanna rename Sean Evans' Butthole Spa to just Butt Spa, like Sean Evans' Butt Spa, because butthole is a little bit, I don't know, is that a little bit more graphic than just butt? I would say so. I would think like an asshole was a little bit more graphic than just a butt.
You know what? Let's just test the butthole waters. Welcome to the Pocky Flocky Friend Show? Is that right? Is that how we're doing it?
It's just called the Pocky Flocky Show, and it's only gonna last for a month.
Is the special edition Pocky Flocky safe for iTunes? Please add us to your service episode. iTunes, we've changed. We've turned a new leaf. And we're going to be better. We can make this work. The two of us, we can make this work.
Can we?
So please, just please let people download and rate us on your service so that more people can find us, and that maybe this is the internet circa 2006, and this is actually a way that works. Let's find out.
So this is like episode 5, 6.
I don't know. I don't care.
So this is, okay, this is officially episode 5 out of maybe the 8 that we've filmed total, which is really sad. It's completely sad.
And it's this, we have now resorted to begging. So last time when we ended the show, Flocky and I were going to sit down and go watch Avengers Endgame.
Yes.
And that didn't happen, did it?
No. Absolutely not.
Flocky, what did we end up doing instead?
So we actually ended up watching Pokemon I Choose You, the new-ish Pokemon movie, and then a
lot of other ones.
Namely the first 3 Pokemon movies, Mewtwo Strikes Back, Pokemon 2000, and Pokemon 3? I think it's just called Pokemon 3, which is a terrible name.
Yeah, it is. It's a great movie, though. It's a very good movie. We not only watched Pokemon, we also decided to go on Netflix and watch Power Rangers.
God.
This is where we are in life. Where we could sit down on Netflix, bring up Power Rangers, and then I find out that the Lord Zed has taken over instead of Rita Repulsa, and I'm disgusted.
It's really funny watching. I don't know if they're HD remastered or what, but watching Power Rangers on Netflix is such a weird thing, especially being grown up now, because not only is the plot completely just out there and nonsensical and stupid,
it's absolutely senseless.
It is, but noticing the cuts, like, these are things I didn't notice as a kid. Maybe it was ignorance, and maybe half of it was just, you can't tell when you're watching on a 120p screen. But
yeah, you're watching it on a CRT TV with a signal that's coming in through the antenna. You're not seeing where this show was cobbled together with other footage.
Yes, but watching it on we watched season 2 episode I Don't Give a Shit on Netflix, and just seeing, you can tell what was Japanese footage and what was the American recuts. Cause the quality is night and day. The quality is VHS to 1080p almost. And it's just so weird because you can see the clear outlines of the costumes and stuff like that. And then the next shot, it's like you're trying to watch YouTube on edge.
Yeah. It's amazing. It really is truly amazing. But even more amazing than that is how I didn't realize this, because I haven't watched the Pokemon movies in a while, until I said, hey, Flocky, how about instead of going out, we just watch Pokemon?
Which, the answer is always yes to that.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, not too long ago, we watched, every episode in Season 1 that included Jigglypuff?
Yeah, that was my idea. That was my idea. I love Jigglypuff. But yeah, Pokemon movies are fucking dark. They're really fucking dark. Like the first Pokemon movie, the one with Mewtwo in it, fucking opens with a scientist trying to clone his dead daughter. And his dead daughter explaining to a baby Mewtwo what life is like and what the world is like.
Yeah. So
this is a fucked up movie opening.
I watched all the early Pokemon movies in theaters as a kid because I was that kid, right? Like,
yeah, you were.
You would get the promo cards. You would go to the WB store, which used to be a thing back then, and buy Pokemon T-shirts. So having I don't remember that part being in the movie. I don't remember that whole first 5-10 minutes of the movie that we just watched in theaters. So I could be completely wrong, but that was the extended cut. I don't remember dead kids in movie theaters.
Yeah, I don't remember a father lamenting his dead child so that when kids are leaving the theaters, they are asking their parents about what children could die? Kids media. Kids media is 100% built around trying to make kids feel like they're safe in this scary world. And Pokemon the movie opens with a dead child. A dead child who is trying to summarize the meaning of life to a newly cloned Pokemon.
Yeah, and I don't even remember, what was her name? Do you remember her name?
I don't remember her name. It doesn't matter.
She was teaching baby Mewtwo the whole concept of life and death and letting go and knowing when it's your time. And this was legit, not even fucking with you. The first 5 minutes of the fucking movie, the ghost of this little girl is talking to baby Mewtwo and saying, it's my time to go.
It's okay.
Everything's fine. I'm going to a better place. And baby Mewtwo's fucking crying his baby Mewtwo eyes out. Which is so weird, because everything I've ever known about Mewtwo has been a lie. Has been this hardened adult, I hate everything. Seeing baby Mewtwo cry broke my heart. Not even joking. Completely shattered my heart.
Baby Mewtwo was unreasonably cute for the prick he grows up to be.
Yes.
Yes. Baby Mewtwo is struggling to comprehend life as well, and then he grows up to decide his baby Mewtwo basically grows up to be Hitler. He grows up to be Pokemon Hitler. Because baby Mewtwo grows up and decides, you know what? I think I could create my own master race of Pokemon.
Oh my god.
And then I'm gonna clone my master race of Pokemon and kill all of the humans.
This is Age of Ultron.
Yes, it is. But that's what Mewtwo is. And it all comes down to, well, wait a minute, would it have been better if they killed baby Mewtwo?
Oh my god. I'm not going there. I'm not going there.
To be fair, that's getting cut out.
Oh my god. The
just keep smiling and nodding because the audience doesn't know the big block I just cut out of the show.
Oh my god.
I'm going to leave this in so they know something got cut out.
But that was so funny.
It's too bad.
That was so funny.
We are trying to appeal to iTunes to let us on their service.
Oh,
we cannot be having that kind of call. If iTunes is going to let us on their service.
Oh my god.
Speaking of horror, we also watched Pokemon movie 2000, which, to be honest, is so middle of the road that I don't have a lot to say about it. The only real thing I got from Pokemon the movie 2000 is that this is where all the fodder for Poke shippers came from.
That's
Like,
I forgot about that.
Like, the whole fucking movie is basically just like, hey, Ash and Misty should get together. You know that? Ash and Misty should get together. We're gonna keep hammering it in for the entire fucking movie, and then remove Misty from the Pokemon the movie I Choose You. Don't worry about it.
Like, I don't remember that shipping ever being super blatant in the anime, but like that movie just keeps doing it. Like, there have been jokes of like, ha ha ha, what is he, your boyfriend? And then she gets like, ew, that's gross. But like, never that quickly.
See, that is the entire movie. The entire movie is. That's the entire point of the movie. Like, Ash may save the world, but that's not the plot point the movie wants you to walk away with.
Like, out of all the seasons in the end, and again, I might be just completely fucking wrong, but like, I don't remember it being that blatant.
Yeah.
Never as blatant as the 2000 movie, but again, the 2000 movie doesn't come close to the Christmas album. Don't even get me started on the Christmas album.
Oh yeah, the Pokemon Christmas album. If you haven't heard the Pokemon Christmas album, look that up on YouTube. Your mind will be blown at the audacity of it.
I'm not even gonna say anything. Like, you'll know the track. Once you look it up, you'll know the track. But just listen to all the songs, cause they're all fucking terrible. There is no merit to any of these songs. It's not Pikachu singing Jingle Bells or shit like that. It's all original songs. It's all like there's a song where Brock raps. Like, I don't fucking know. This is just, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Words cannot summarize the horrors on the Pokemon Christmas album. It's almost as horrifying as the unknown in the Pokemon movie with Entei. Who are just, like, they are literally creatures from Silent Hill. They attach themselves to humans and create warped dimensions out of their minds. That's the unknown. The unknown is Silent Hill.
Okay, so I had to look this up because, like, I couldn't wrap my head around how dumb it was. It is literally called Pokemon 3, the movie, which tells me nothing about it. There's obviously the subtitle, Entei, Spell of the Unknown, but like...
They can't tell you about it because it's so horrifying.
So the whole plot of Pokemon 3 is...
It's a fucking nightmare. The whole plot of Pokemon 3 is it's a fucking nightmare.
It's a real fever dream, I'll tell you that. But it's about a little girl, her dad goes missing, but before he did, he used to read her bedtime stories about Entei. And so one fucking day, her dad goes missing, but then she runs into a fucking Entei, and the little girl's like, Daddy? And Entei's like, ooh, I like that. And that's the whole movie. He gets a kink boner from this little girl calling him Daddy, and that's the fucking movie.
Which is, we can't talk about kink boners. And
I can't say kink boner.
No, kink boner is out.
No.
There's no room for kink boner on iTunes.
So sidebar, we can leave that in because Anchor said the audio doesn't matter. It's just a description in the title. So like,
that's fine. That's fine.
You can leave it in. You can censor it for effect if you want. But
you know what? If we weren't trying to get on iTunes, I'd really want this episode's title to be "There's no room for kink boner on iTunes."
I mean, we can do that after, but we're naming it the I Love iTunes episode.
Yeah. This is definitely. We love iTunes.
I prefer the title Entei's Kink Boner. but
too.
Continue. We'll get the furry crowd with that.
Speaking of loving corporations, I've been watching YouTube Red, or YouTube Premium, or whatever the fuck they're calling it now.
RedTube Premium.
Yeah, I've been watching RedTube. And one of my favorite YouTube channels is Vsauce, where, hey, Vsauce, Michael here, describes things very rapidly and conveniently so that I don't have to think about them.
Yeah, he doesn't have a name. His name is just Vsauce Michael, with his first name being Vsauce.
Like, that's how I like my educational content, rapidly, so that I don't have to actually think about the implications of anything. Just like the opening of Pokemon the movie. But yeah, we watched you watched an episode of, what is it, Minefield?
Yes. Yeah,
we sat down and watched an episode of Minefield on the effect that solitary confinement has on the human brain.
Oh, yes.
Because basically, Michael spent 3 days locked in, well, not really locked, but for the intents of a experiment, locked in a room with nothing but himself, and some Soylent and some water. And he completely lost track of time. He kind of went a little nuts. And I do think he did have it easier than most would have in solitary confinement, because he knew in his head he was creating a program.
Yeah.
The point I'm trying to get at is, while that measured the effect of solitary confinement on an individual, I looked at that episode and thought to myself, Flocky, we should do that.
And I still don't understand what you mean by that.
Well, it's okay. So he had nobody. But what if there were 2 people locked in a room together? And I do mean locked. This will be locked. And since we will have each other to soundboard off of each other, I think we could go an entire week and just see what happens.
So just having 2 people in a room already mitigates what I feel like is a lot of the psychological problems with being in solitary, right? Because the real bad, I guess the worst thing about being in solitary is not having that haptic feedback. It's not having any type of communication other than your own mind, and that drives you insane.
So let's go for a month.
So I don't think the question for me is about whether or not we can do it. It's more about, I would never want to do that with you.
Do you think our friendship can survive? Do you think our, friendship could survive, a whole month of having nothing but each other to entertain ourselves with?
No.
You don't think so?
No, absolutely not.
You have that little faith in us?
Yes.
In the bonds we share?
Yes.
From having talked about Pokemon movies?
Yes.
I think we could do it.
No. I very firmly believe that we can't. And the the chain is only as strong as its weakest link, and the weakest link is me having to watch you masturbate 5 minutes into this experiment. Just the thought of that makes me want to kill myself. Like I can imagine we both get locked in this room and we're like, we got this shit.
It is a smaller room than Michael had. It is just a square.
That's even worse.
It's just a square with a toilet.
So we're sharing a bed and there's a toilet.
Yes.
With the amount of farts that you output, I could not live in that. Discounting everything else. The masturbation, the crazy stuff, the night terrors, screaming.
Yeah, I do that on occasion. I have been known to get up out of night and just start eating things. So I'm assuming that our month-long supplies would be gone within the second week.
Oh my! Just imagine me waking up day 1, at the end of day 2, and all the food is just gone.
Yeah. For those who don't know, I tend to wake up at night and just go on a feeding frenzy. Lately, I figured out a solution to that, and that is eggs. So I just boil eggs, for myself, so that when egg o'clock comes, I wake up, I grab an egg, and then I go back to bed.
Oh, just imagining the egg farts. I don't want to live in this situation. I don't want this. I can't do this.
Just like the Vsauce episode, there will be cameras recording everything.
No, why?
That's for my personal use.
So the terrible thing about Vsauce Michael is that he knew it was being broadcasted.
Yes.
He couldn't, like, finger his asshole or anything for fun.
No. And again, we can, because these videotapes will not be going out to any broadcast. It's just for my enjoyment.
That's what you say. That's never stopped an iCloud leak. That's never stopped a sex tape leak. Like 3 months from this experiment, there's gonna be a YouTube video or a Pornhub video with us jerking each other off. I can't live that down.
I mean, okay. To be fair, yes, it would have to be a Pornhub video. This would not be allowed on YouTube. Just starting. Okay, so we got the Soylent, we got the water, and we got me having consumed all of the food by the end of week 2.
Oh my god. Which
means the question then becomes, which one of us is going to eat the other one before the experiment is over?
I'd probably kill you week 1.
Before the food is gone.
No, like, the food's gone day 2.
Okay. Let's assume the food lasts till week 2. You're basically saying, so before the food is gone, you will have killed me.
Probably.
Even though I have the combination to the lock on the door.
Wait, why would you have the combination?
For your safety.
For my safety?
Yeah, we don't want you going out early and hurting yourself by running into traffic or something. So the lock is for your safety.
After everything we've just talked about, this is for my safety? Being in the room is for my safety?
Yeah, it's a scary world out there.
And okay, hold on. I need to back up for a second, because you said running into traffic. So I imagine us being in, like, a box in the middle of the fucking road. Like, one-way mirrors. People can see inside, but we can't see out. And it's in the middle of, like, a turnabout or something. So
the box is, like, right after you exit the Lincoln Tunnel.
Like, so after, like, a month, we forget where we are. We walk out of the room, and then we both just die. We just die.
Not during rush hour. Nothing's moving then. You could very easily safely get out. I'm more interested in, like, the concept of, like, all right, let's say there's a month in confinement. So how long until we start making sculptures out of poo? Because as we all know, I like to create art.
I mean, what? Why?
It's because we don't have anything else to do.
You're just.
You sit still as a model, and I will accumulate enough mass to make a sculpture of your head.
You're just confirming all of my doubts and fears that this is not something I would ever want to do.
I'm just saying that, like, I think if our friendship can survive that, it can survive anything. This is a friendship test.
At this point, I don't want this friendship to survive beyond today. If this is where it's leading, I need to end it now.
It's not definitely leading there. I think there's other things we could do. Like, okay, let's say solitary confinement doesn't work out for us. We could start a barbershop quartet.
What?
Oh,
how is that related in any way?
You have to harmonize.
No.
You're not gonna do it?
No, I'm not. I don't understand where this is leading.
Well, that was my next friendship exercise. It's starting a barbershop quartet.
Are we just dropping this solitary confinement?
No. It's on the list of potential friendship exercises.
How many more of these do you have?
I was thinking about, you know how you can skydive with someone attached to you?
Yeah.
I was thinking we could do that.
Who would be attached to whom?
You'd be attached to me, and I'd have control over the chute.
That is like the most extreme trust fall exercise ever. And
yes, it is.
I don't trust you with a Pringle.
You trust me to edit the show?
That's different. That's different. Because
is it different than jumping out of an airplane with your best friend Tom?
Oh my god. Like, not discounting the fact that I would never want to go skydiving.
Oh, I would love it.
Skydiving strapped to Tom is such a scary thought.
So here's the thing. Like, skydiving, what's the worst? The worst that can happen is you die quickly and painlessly.
Yes, but you have like a minute or two of just sheer dread and fear right before then.
No. If you know you're going to die on impact, and you know Tom isn't pulling the string to open the parachute, then you just kind of relax and let it happen.
So you're saying what you're pitching makes sense in the context of, if I'm on my deathbed, I need to learn to just let go and enjoy the rest of my life. But you're putting this in the context of me voluntarily leaving everything behind to go on a plane with you and kill myself.
Do you really think I wouldn't pull the string?
I mean, if you did, you'd probably fuck it up somehow, and we'd die anyways.
No!
Yes!
I'm like the best at yanking on things.
Oh my god.
Which brings us back to the cube.
No, all I envision is me being strapped on you, we're skydiving, and you're fucking with me, and pretending you're not gonna pull it, and then you start laughing and you actually pull it, and then the Always Sunny theme starts playing in the background. and that's the end of the episode.
Yeah. So skydiving's out. I guess is what you're saying. You're telling me skydiving is out.
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't realize you were waiting for a confirmation. Yes.
I'm just saying, like, I thought it was a good idea.
You have a lot of good ideas, though.
It's a great idea. like scuba diving with your best friend Tom.
I think scuba diving is something I can accept because it's harder for you to kill me.
No. You're going to be dunked in blood before we go.
Why?
'Cause sharks like that, and then we can have a bonding experience. Because the shark will be chasing us. Well, the shark will be chasing you, and I will have to stop the shark from getting to you. It's a bonding experience.
How are any of these good ideas? And why am I always the one that gets shafted in these ideas?
That's not there's nothing wrong with this. We're just bros bonding.
Oh my god.
I don't know. There'll be more bonding exercises next week. Or next month. Or whenever the fuck this goes out. I don't know.
What's the best month for bonding?
June.
We should have done this for like a Valentine's Day special.
We
like,
should have.
Hot date ideas. Go scuba diving covered in blood with your significant other.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so I kind of just started coming up with these because you were so vehemently opposed to the cube. That,
I'm opposed to everything.
I wasn't expecting you to be so opposed to the cube.
Why not?
Because I thought it'd be fun.
It'd be fun if I didn't have to deal with you making poop sculptures for me.
So you're saying you'd rather spend the time in solitary confinement?
No. I don't if I had to choose, maybe? Actually, no, that's not true.
How do you think that makes me feel?
I don't. That's not true though. Like if I had to choose, I think solitary confinement for a month would be harder than it is to communicate with someone.
Yeah.
Like having that communication is key, but like, God, I just imagine waking up from my stupid fever dream, because apparently those are the dreams you have in solitary confinement. You have the dream of like, you have a dream of you being in solitary confinement, and then you're waking up and going like, oh, I'm still here, and I'm already questioning reality, and I'm confused and dazzled, and I turn around in bed, and Tom's laying next to me, staring me straight in the eyes, and goes, I made this for you. And it's a little poop Pikachu, but it doesn't look like shit. Actually, it does look like shit. It is shit, and it smells like... No! Why would I want that?
I'm just saying, at that point, you wouldn't know if I did that or not.
Yes, because that could be the fever dream.
Yeah, it could be the fever dream.
Oh my god, I hate those. I hate those so much.
Yeah, it's rough. But that's why we have each other. See, the thing is you're assuming that you're going to have a much worse time than I am. Which is probably not true.
I feel like you have fun no matter what the circumstances are.
That is true. I did laugh for a full minute at the Vulcan skull theme.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's a thing I did.
We were, after watching Power Rangers, we pulled up on YouTube the 10-hour version long Vulcan skull theme, and I don't know why. I don't know why it was so funny to you.
It's just, it's hilarious. Who doesn't remember the Vulcan skull theme?
Yeah, but are we gonna get copyright claimed if you put some, like, if you insert in the background of this conversation?
I'm not going to risk it because we're friends of iTunes now.
It's just a small clip. It's in fair use, copyright, whatever.
Oh, copyright holders don't care about fair use. It's one of the greatest musical journeys, and we'll have plenty of time to remember it when we're in the cube.
Oh my god.
I ruined the show.
No, you didn't.
I ruined the show.
Why do we talk so much about poop? So, like, so my fears are confirmed. You're just gonna fart nonstop. But also semi-related, looking at my notes, I still don't understand what the context was for this. And I've told you before, girthy poop argument.
I don't know why you wrote down the words girthy poop argument. Maybe we'll find out next month? Maybe? We have so many notes that have no fucking point.
What prompted me to write down girthy poop argument?
I don't know, what prompted me to write down I should be Aquaman? I don't know. But I wrote it down in my notes, and now it's in my notes staring at me as if that means something to me. That meant something to Tom weeks ago, but that means nothing to Tom now.
What about death via beatboxing?
I don't know. Where the fuck did that come from?
I don't know. I have it written down. Death via beatboxing.
I call you up all the time with ideas, and then I completely forget what those ideas are. Fuck.
I don't remember if we talked about this, but I have written down, why can't I just buy one egg? We're just never...
We can roll from there.
We're never going to talk about the Amish or Japanese Jesus. We're never talking about Japanese Jesus.
You know what? Next episode, Japanese Jesus.